Hey guys, I'm back for part 3 of my Call of Duty review. My first two were on Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, and World at War. I'll put a link to those videos in the description. But this one I'll be talking about Modern Warfare 2. This was like the most highly anticipated game, and I think it was like the best-selling opening night game of like all time. It's an alright game. I did get it for PC because, like I said, I am a PC player, and a lot of PC players will probably hate me for actually buying this game because of the dedicated server controversy. I know when I was playing on COD 4, the server I was playing on constantly said boycott Modern Warfare 2, and it still says it last time I checked, which was probably a couple days ago. But overall, it's an alright game. I mean, it could be better, it could be worse. The story mode in it, or the campaign, is pretty good. The story gets a little confusing in my opinion, about 2/3 into it. But outside of that, as compared to COD 4, which was in some no-name Middle Eastern country against some no-name enemy, this is in like real countries, and yeah, you go to like Russia and Brazil, and there's an episode where you're on an oil rig off the coast of Russia. And it's really cool. The graphics in it are beautiful. They did use a different engine for it over COD 4. But yeah, the storyline picks up, what, like 5 years after COD 4 storyline ends. And there's some familiar faces, there's some new faces. You don't play as British S.A.S. anymore, you play as Task Force 141. Plus you play as Army Rangers. And there's a controversy over one of the levels. And basically at the beginning of the game it'll say, do you want to skip this level? And you can say yes or no. And if you skip it, there's really no consequence to doing it. But the reason why it's so controversial is you kill civilians. That's it. You're trying to go undercover with the one guy, and you go into an airport and you start shooting everyone. If you decide at the beginning you want to play it, and then halfway through it you decide not to, you just go into your start menu and you can ask to skip it. And yeah. There's also a new mode in this game called Spec Ops, which, depending on who you ask, is kind of fun or it's not fun. I like it. They're basically like random side missions, and they're either based on Call of Duty games or COD 4 games or Modern Warfare 2 levels. And you can play either solo or two-person co-op. And if you do play co-op, get a way to talk to each other. Like, I have a headset with a microphone. My keys are getting in the way. Oh. And it's a lot of fun on certain levels. Other levels are pain. And the further you progress into Spec Ops, the harder the levels get. Then there's the multiplayer, which was the reason everybody bought this game, was strictly for the multiplayer, which is probably why the storyline got really confusing, because they probably gave up on it halfway through or something, I don't know. But the multiplayer is really cool. They redid Create a Class. they redid kill streaks, they introduced death streaks, they introduced titles and emblems. It was a really cool game in that aspect. There's new weapons, new secondaries, because in COD4 your only secondary was pistols. Now you can have a machine pistol, a rocket launcher, or a shotgun, or a pistol if you want. They redid some of the perks. They got rid of Martyrdom and Juggernaut, and they turned those into death streaks, which death streaks work like kill streaks, only backwards. What I mean by that is instead of you getting so many kills, if you die so many times, you get this death streak. And there's 4 of them, which is Copycat, which allows you to copy the class of the person that killed you. Martyrdom, which works the same way. Painkiller, which is basically Juggernaut on a time limit. So when you spawn, you have increased health for like 10 seconds. And Final Stand, which is like Last Stand, except for you can use your main weapon, and if you can survive Final Stand, instead of dying, you'll stand back up and you'll keep going. Which that's really cool. They redid the kill streaks. You now have customizable kill streaks. You can choose up to 3 kill streaks out of a list of 15, which, you know, it's like UAVs, counter UAVs, care packages, precision airstrikes, helicopters, AC-130s, EMP, and a tactical nuke, which a tactical nuke is game winning. Basically, you just blow everybody up and you win. It doesn't matter, like there's 1 second left on the clock. If you call in a nuke, you know, time basically freezes and the score is thrown out and you win, which that's annoying. I hate playing on servers that people play with nukes. You know, I don't play with them. I've never really tried to get one. Yeah. The titles and the emblems are really cool because they allow you to customize yourself a little bit more and basically like have bragging rights. Which basically what happens is when you complete a challenge, you either get a title and emblem or both. Also, the more you use a gun, you get like 500 kills on a weapon, you get a title, then 1,000 kills is an emblem, and then 2,500 kills is another title. And then it works on headshots, but I don't know the numbers. I think the final number you need is like 1,000 headshots to get the final title for the gun, which is really cool. They also, for the creator class, they also have new attachments for weapons. Instead of either having like silencer sight or grenade launcher or whatever, they now have a shotgun, different sights, heartbeat sensor, thermal scope, full metal jackets, and extended magazines, which a lot of people I talk to hate Full Metal Jacket, and the reason why is because you have to get 40 kills with Full Metal Jacket rounds, but they have to be penetration kills, which means you have to kill somebody while they're behind something, and it's just annoying to do that. Plus, to get Full Metal Jacket attachments, it's like 300 kills, so it takes a while to get to that point where you get it, and then it'll take you like just as long to get your extended mags off Full Metal Jackets. Also, with the attachments, what you do is you use an attachment, and then you use that so much, and it unlocks another attachment. So like the grenade launcher, if you use that so long, it'll unlock a shotgun. Different sights will move up. Silencer unlocks heartbeat sensor. Full metal jacket unlocks extended mags, which, you know, it brings a new aspect to it, and it stops people from only using like certain sites, and gets you to experience more of the attachments, which is really cool in my opinion. In terms of like gameplay, the gameplay's alright. The maps kind of are small and they kind of suck. Any of the real big maps nobody seems to ever want to play, like Derail, which I think is actually the biggest map that they have. Then they have Overgrown, I think that's what it's called. It's basically, it's a sniper map, and it's a map that was in the very first Call of Duty, and then they brought it back, but it turned into this huge sniper map, and yeah, that map kind of sucks. But for PC players, there's a lot of hackers online with that game, and the Steam anti-cheat system that they have sucks at trying to pick up cheaters and hackers. So, I don't know, it's going to be a lot better when Black Ops comes out and they bring back the dedicated servers, because dedicated servers had their own way of getting rid of cheaters and hackers, and this game, you know, if you're lucky, a hacker will get caught. But, I mean, there was one time I played against a clan of hackers, and they really didn't try to hide the fact that they were hacking. The final kill cam, the one guy got on me, he shot through 2 buildings with an LMG to get me. So, yeah, that, like, really sucked. So, yeah, overall, out of the 3 games here, I like COD4 the best. World at War is my second favorite. Modern Warfare 2 is my least favorite, but I did play this one a lot because the titles and emblems are addicting to me, and I'm always like striving to get the titles and stuff like that. So, I mean, I only have like 600 game hours on it since the game came out, which I've seen guys who have doubled that number online. And I'm probably one of very few players that still play it since the day it came out, because I know a lot of people got bored with it on PC. So yeah, that is my 3-part review on the last 3 Call of Duties to come out. When Black Ops comes out, I will do a review on that. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.